Three things I absolutely hated and loved about my most recent cruise on the Holland America, New Amsterdam. We just recently got back from the New Amsterdam. It was my birthday cruise, actually. And I have to say, I had a really good time. And there were some standout things about things that I loved and things that I really did hate. And one thing that will cause me to not go back to that island ever again. They had some unique things on the ship. They had an orange party and they had a Dutch tea, and I loved both of them. The orange party was just very unique. It wasn't in the best location on the New Amsterdam, I don't think, because it was really crowded. But they brought out some Dutch foods and they had a dance party. It was a lot of fun. And they also had the Dutch tea, which I loved. We had tea and we had some Dutch cookies. They had some finger sandwiches, but they were egg and one was seafood. I think it was crab or shrimp. I don't know what the other one, it might have been chicken, but I'm highly allergic to seafood, so I didn't even touch that layer. But yeah, that was fun. And then the service and the people on there. Those people were so nice and so amazing. It was great. Our room attendants, Will and Nye, I believe that they were called, always greeted us by name. And yeah, we really enjoyed the service. I think everybody was friendly. I don't think I met one nasty or mean person on the ship. It was great. And then their private island. Their private island was amazing. We actually went to Ocean Cay and the sand was literally powder blue. It was probably some of the softest sand that I had ever been in. The water was gorgeous, crystal clear blue water. I could see all the way down to my toes out there. That sand was amazing. And the whole island was just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. We did a little shopping. We had their picnic lunch, which was amazing. And yeah, I loved those three things about this cruise. But there were three things that I absolutely hated about this cruise. Much better. The service was a little slow at the bars. Why it took so long to get a drink when there's literally no one else there is absolutely beyond me. Now, whatever. It really is like we have anywhere else to go. Now, for the food, we do not like the dining room. We kind of like the buffet a little bit better. We always have. I don't like to sit down for 2 hours to get dining service. I never have. I've never enjoyed that on any of the cruise ships. I like to go to the buffet. I like to get what I want and how I want. And the food did get a little repetitive. And the other thing they did on Holland was they served us, not us serving ourselves, which was nice and not nice. I mean, it's nice because the only people who have a hand in our food is the staff, but it wasn't nice because I might have only wanted a small portion and they give me this big portion. I didn't always want a big portion of whatever it was that I wanted. I like to get a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and I couldn't do that there, and I hated to waste the food. Number two was the entertainment, and I have to say, Holland America Cruise Line is a cruise line where there are many older people on this cruise ship. I saw more 60, 70, and even 80. I might have even seen some 90-year-olds on this ship, which is fabulous because I want to cruise when I'm 70, 80, 90. Absolutely. But with that, I think the billboard music, the dueling pianos really played to the crowd. It was more of a softer side to rock and roll. It was good. They were good. They had good voices. They had good pitch. They were a little high, but that was just them. And the same thing with the other lounge area as well. I think they really played to the crowd, and I cannot blame them for that. It was still good. We had an amazing time. And those two things are pretty minor, to be honest. But the thing I hated the most, and this is not Holland America's fault, the thing that I hated the most was Jamaica. This was my birthday cruise, and I was so excited for this particular cruise because my birthday was the day that we were going to be in Jamaica, and it definitely lacked, for sure. I was not happy. Our port changed from Ocho Rios to Montego Bay. I honestly don't think that would have made a difference. After talking to people afterwards, we got off the ship and we needed to take a taxi. And I'm going to do a whole nother video just on this. The people in port said one thing, got on the taxi bus, we were told something completely different, got let off on an area that I don't think we really wanted to go to. We wanted to go to Hip Street. My husband thinks that where we were at was not Hip Street. I can't confirm or deny. I really have to look up pictures. But yeah, every single time we went into a store, we were harassed by staff to buy something, to buy some weed, to buy some rum, to wink wink, have a good time with them. Oh my Lord, I couldn't get out of there fast enough. Absolutely, it was, I felt very unsafe. And after going into a couple stores on the one side of the street and crossing over and have people coming over from the other side of the street trying to get us back to their side, and still the same thing on the other side of the street, weed, rum, and fun, wink wink. Yeah, no, I did not. I wanted to go. Like, I wanted to go as soon as I possibly could. We looked around for some restaurants. There was nothing there. I thought that there would be restaurants, you know, within walking distance. It was not a good time. And I know that we're not supposed to base an island off of a port, but there's so many places in this big, beautiful world. And if I have a bad experience in port, chances are I'm not going to come back. There are ports that I have been that I would absolutely go back to those islands. Jamaica by far was our worst experience. I want to know your experiences in cruising with Holland America. All in all, we had a fabulous time, and I would book Holland America again. But yeah, I would cruise on Holland America again. We had a great time, and I recommend that you go as well if you like a quieter, older crowd that's not going to disturb you. Until next time, happy travels.